Hmm?
It's going down.
Yeah.
Mommy just got me dando.
No. Hey guys, so here are, I ordered 4 new Gaylords. Here they are. This one doesn't count. Already had that one. That's of DVDs. So here's CDs, books, and I ordered a little girl. No. So yeah, so there you go. So what I've started doing is I'm digging into this CD Gaylord. As you can see, it's emptier, and I've already got some piles going here and here. So I'm just sorting. Yeah, if you guys, it's weird in this Gaylord of CDs, I'm finding some that are wet. So the artwork is wet, and what is this? Okay. And no, I don't, Marcus. There's actually not too much dust, but it is dirty. I mean, my hands end up getting, you know, they get dirty. So, but I do not, although I probably should. But even with plastic gloves, I would imagine it would be a little harder to, you know, to go through them and be able to do what I need to do. But I haven't tried that. So I'm finding some CDs that are that have some like the artwork is all you know, soggy and wet, and some of them have it seeped into the back artwork. You know, I've seen this before sometimes. Maybe my source didn't realize there was some leak somewhere or something, but I'm gonna go through the whole thing and see, because most of it is not like that. So I have a feeling it was just some sort of just a couple of them, or you know, a handful of them. Look at this one. For seniors and older. So I'll come across. Yeah, I totally get it, Marcus. So when I pick some of them up, I notice, or I feel the weight. Once you've picked up thousands, probably like 10,000 CDs I've picked up, you notice the weight, and you can tell when there's not one in there. And so I have a box down here, and I toss the empty ones in there, the loose CDs in there as well. Or like, here's another one, missing it. And I toss them down there, and once I'm done sorting, I'll go through that box and see if I can match any of them up. Usually I can match a few up, but I try not to spend too much time on that. So also what I'm doing is I'm going through and making 2 piles. So one pile are to be scanned, and another pile are to be are CDs that I already know are not worth it on Amazon. So let me show you. So these are ones. So like, I know this Christina Aguilera doesn't sell for good money. What is this? Good Charlotte one. Savage Garden. Actually, some of them I'm not, you know, this Christmas one I'm pretty sure does not. Sometimes I assume they don't. The Sopranos. I don't know. Will Smith, I see all over the place. This Billy Joel Greatest Hits. You know, these are ones that you can put into eBay lots. Or put them into a store. You know, if you got a store, if you have put on a sale, something like that, you can probably sell them for a couple bucks. But or if you do swap meet or flea market. But individually on Amazon or eBay, they're not going to be worth it.
Oh, no. Show us a second. No, that's not it. That's very much.
So sometimes you find random stuff.
This is a second. So I'm going to be looking for people who really work together. Okay, let's see.
And then you'll find other stuff in there like this, which is a cassette tape. So I've already found a couple of those. I found one that was someone had made like a homemade cassette tape, you know, putting songs on there. This is interesting because this is Atomic Blonde, which is a really recent movie from, what was it, last year, 2018? I actually saw the movie. It's funny. I'm going to look this up and see if this is worth any money. Maybe they only printed a few of them. So, you know, I'll find cassette tapes. Yeah. I'll find cassette tapes. VHS tapes. Yeah, cassettes. VHS tapes, I'll find. Okay, I'll show you another one in a second. What is this? And I mean, I don't usually bother too much with cassette tapes unless I feel like they're going to be worth something. You know, based upon based upon what the group is or artist. Whoa. I have no idea what this is. Oh. Oh, jeez. These are DVDs for the Oscar Awards? I have no idea. Disc 16. There's 16 of them. Huh. I don't know what that is. They're all, they say Oscar. Whoa, this one says something. Oscar Awards 100 years. So maybe this is something that was given out to people that attended. I'll look that up. So I'll make a pile of other stuff that I'll look up look up on eBay. Ugh. So I'll make a list of stuff. I mean, I'll make a pile of stuff that so I have a pile over here of PC video games, or video games in general, not just PC, if I find other stuff too. Whoops. And then I have another pile of audiobooks.
Okay, now I'm gonna keep going. Okay.
And I'm also putting aside a pile of CDs, individual CDs or DVDs that I can sell individually. These are ones that, for a variety of reasons, but nonetheless, they're CD and DVDs, loose ones, and I'll do that as well. Hold on. This is stuff that I find randomly. So this is Passion, Profit, and Power with Marshall Silver. So some sort of, I don't know, subconscious reprogramming system, blah blah. But it's got CDs. It's got this booklet. And it's got more CDs. It's got all the CDs in here. It's like a, you know, self-help or whatever. Something that was probably sold either on TV or in a live seminar, and people bought it in a live seminar. kind of a deal. I find these, I almost find one of these in each CD Gaylord. And this one I'm going to list for 50 bucks on eBay. I've sold a lot of similar ones. So the guy who delivered my Gaylords today said, you know, he said they have like a lot of CD Gaylords. They have like way more than they can deal with, than they have people to buy from them. So I was like, oh, cool. I'm glad you told me that. So basically, I'm gonna try to get through these as quickly as I can through all 4 of these, and then order some more. And I'll just order CDs, which are a little more expensive, but I can get 4 Gaylords of CDs only for about $1,000 plus the what's it called? Plus the delivery fee. And on average, I mean, the last time I checked, I'm going to do it again this time. See if it comes out to be the similar numbers. But last time I did the numbers, it was I was making about $1,000, around $1,000 profit per Gaylord CD just off FBA. So that's after everything. That's after the cost of the Gaylord and all the other fees and everything. So, you know, it gives me the number in Exceller list. And so I can know what my potential profit will be. So that's only FBA. That's going to vary. You know, there might be one that's 900 profit. There might be one that's 1,200 profit or more. And that does not include merchant fulfilled. So merchant fulfilled will increase that number. So, you know, people ask a lot of times, you know, they've asked me like on comments and stuff like that. Whoops. Yeah, you know, how much do you make per Gaylord? And the books vary a lot, but the CDs are they're pretty consistent. They're pretty consistent in terms of, let me see what time it is. Okay. They're pretty consistent in terms of the profit. You know, it's going to vary a little bit, but I'll probably be sending in a lot more now with the lower fees, so I can send in stuff that might take a little bit while longer to sell. You know, I mean, not necessarily like tons of time, but I'll probably start sending in some stuff that I was going to hold back, either not send in or do merchant fulfilled. I might start doing FBA because of Amazon's change with the long-term storage fees. But some of it I won't. But so it'll vary. But basically, it's been pretty consistent with how much I can make on a CD Gaylord. Oh, 1 second. This looks like a ripped Pulp Fiction DVD. Oh, Nintendo DS Mario Brothers, but it does not have the cartridge. I'm gonna throw it in the box just in case it fell out and I find it, but I doubt it. I doubt I'm gonna find it. Who asked me? Michael Kelly, I just got here. Don't you think you make more per hour cherry picking thrift stores in the state sales? No, I don't think so. Unless so In the past, probably, but I'm trying to get faster with going through the Gaylords. It's all about speed. So all the CDs I have left that are not good for Amazon, I'm not going to do eBay right now. I'm going to focus on Amazon. I'm going to pack those up, the ones that actually have CDs in them and they're not destroyed. I'm going to store those for now and just try to get through them, just try to get through these Gaylords faster. So if you get hung up on the duds and you spend a lot of time on that, you don't have a good system to make money off of them, then yeah, for sure, it can be more time consuming if you're focusing on Amazon, FBA or merchant fulfilled or whatever. Here's welcome to Comic-Con 2017. But what I'm trying to do is get better. Get better at my process. I can typically what am I doing? I can typically get through a sorted Gaylord in about at most 4 hours by myself, 3.5, 4 hours. So what I mean is all the CDs are out and they're sorted, and then I have not scanned yet, and then I'll scan. I can do it in about a day, day and a half, scan all of them. Then I'll put all the FBA, all the merchant fulfilled into my car, and I can go home and I can list those and send those out. What I've been doing in the past is spending a lot of time spending too much time on the duds, but I'm going to try to not do that and focus on building up my Amazon side of the business. Dylan, do you scan using your phone or a professional scan? Well, I use I use an external scanner with FBA Scan. So I use what is it called? The KDC 200, I think. It's a little tiny scanner, a little black scanner, and that's what I use. So I can go through really fast. But back to the question that Michael had. I mean, depends on your sources too. If you have really great thrift stores and estate sales and that type of thing around where you live, and you can find high value books and whatever you're selling, then cherry picking might make more sense for you. But if you're struggling to find enough inventory, then bulk might make more sense. So it depends on your situation. There's a lot of thrift stores around where I live, and there's a lot of great estate sales and garage sales. But it gets tiring, and all the driving around and walking around and everything, and it's just a different way of doing it. So I kind of had the thrift store brought to me, basically, because a lot of this stuff comes from Goodwills and Salvation Armies, and it's their excess overflow that they're just trying to get rid of, they don't have enough space for or don't want to deal with. So it's kind of like the thrift store comes to me or comes to you when you have access to bulk books or CDs or media or whatever it is in Gaylords. So one thing I'm doing that is slowing down the sorting process, but I mean the initial sort. What is this? Yeah. This gets better, okay. I'm gonna make this a shorter video. It's probably gonna end in like the next 5-10 minutes. But like I said, I'm sorting into CDs I'm gonna scan and CDs that I know are not worth scanning, based on my experience. So stuff that just doesn't, there's no profit on Amazon, whether it's merchant fulfilled or FBA, and those are going to have to be eBay or whatever. So that's slowing this sort down, but yet it's going to help me not have to scan so many when I go through and scan, because scanning takes longer than sorting, clearly. So I'm basically trying to speed up my scanning process. I find a lot of stuff in other languages. So like this stuff, I don't know I don't even know. And that's the problem, is that's why eventually I really want to have, you know, a warehouse, a store, kind of a situation where I can put up stuff that, you know, I just don't have a clue of what it is, you know, have like an international section, whatever. And anyway, so there's this stuff and I don't know what it is. It can, but it's tough. Like, I don't know, I wouldn't know what to, you know, what is that? What language is that? And what does that say? I don't even know if that's Chinese. I don't know if that's Korean. I don't know if it's Japanese. Anyway. You know how many copies of these I've found of this Ray Charles? You know when somebody has sold a lot of copies of a CD because I find so many of them. It's amazing. So I'm trying to get faster with this processing. Oh, wait a minute. What percentage of media is not good for FBA to keep for lots compared to redonating them or throwing them away? So in terms of CDs, it's around 10% that I do FBA, and then another, probably a little bit less for merchant fulfilled. I don't know, probably 8% or something, but probably a little less. So 15, 18%, 20% if it's really good, but I would say about 15, 18% between merchant fulfilled and FBA. But you know, it's going to vary from Gaylord to Gaylord, but around there. And the rest of it is going to be, if I go through it, if I really pay attention and go through it, and there's certain titles and CDs and whatnot that stand out to me that are probably good individually on eBay. But you know, for now, I'm just going to focus on Amazon instead of eBay, because I get really bogged down with it. And what I want to do, my plan is, I'm going to put off eBay for now, just list here and there, little things here and there that I come across, like that, you know, that CD program there, that one I'm going to list for $50 and other stuff. But and I'm going to focus on Amazon for the next like 3-4 months to build up my income and my inventory. And then the idea is I've always, which is what I want to do for a long time, is to hire somebody to help me list on eBay, so I don't have to do it really. So I can have somebody listing, you know, even I don't know, 15-20 hours a week, whatever it may be. You know, it all has to be worked out. I got to find somebody. I got to make sure the numbers make sense. But I can't do it. You know, I can't do Amazon and eBay. It just doesn't make sense. I can't do them at the same time, so I need help. It's either going to be hiring somebody or or not doing eBay really, and only doing the high value stuff. No VCRs in here. I never found a VCR in a or electronic in a Gaylord. I found all kinds of stuff,
No.
but not that.
Come on, why don't we just stay here and play?
I don't know what this is.
Come on, just do it and we're going to. Ha ha ha, look, Jack. I'm going around the thingy side. Going around the thingy side.
If you get a CD or DVD that's worth over $15 to $20, it has a 1 in 2 million rank. Oh.
Nice. Of course.
Yeah, I don't when it comes, so I can't list DVDs on Amazon. But clearly I can do CDs. So I can't list DVDs, but if it's a CD that's over $15, $20, I don't really go over like for FBA for CDs on Amazon. I don't go over really 300,000 rank. I'm just gonna do merchant fulfilled. I try to really stay under 300,000. Even in the 200s, I'm not too comfortable with for FBA. I'd rather just do merchant fulfilled if there's profit there. If there's not profit, then I'll consider FBA if there's no other FBA offers, and if it's selling. Because if it's going to be like 500,000 rank for FBA, it's going to take a while to sell. So it's going to have to sell for really good money, and I'll usually just keep it for merchant fulfilled. But we'll see now with the new long-term storage fees changing. I might send more in, but I've never done like over 500,000 ranked CDs for FBA. I just don't ever touch those. I usually just gonna do merchant fulfilled, even if it's like a $50, $60 CD. I'd rather just try merchant fulfilled. Whoops. So lots on CD, lots on eBay are hit and miss. I definitely. What is this?
Hey, please stop. Stop. What are you doing? I'm talking behind us.
So they're hit and miss. So hold on. Some CD lots just, so what I found to be the best way, and I don't know, this is based on my experience. So what I found to be the best way for CD lots is to break them up by genre and really get as niche as you can. So, jazz CDs, but then if you can break it down even further, big band, swing, and then, I don't really know that well, but if you know the different musical genres well, or you can do the research, you can break it down. Classical music, break it down, Bach, Mozart, blah, 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 or by composer, Gershwin, or whatever. And, it's the same with any genre. Country, do it by, you could say 90s country, 2000s country, 2010, you could say only this artist, country artist. So the more you break it down by artist and group or genre, the better for CD lots. You can make more money that way than just saying, here's a bunch of country CDs, 50 of them or 30 of them or 40 of them, versus break it down into smaller lots based upon the artist and group and genre within that bigger genre. Even with that though, I found that certain ones just won't sell for good money. I mean, I start pretty low on my bids, and you might make, your first bid might be at $1.99, $2.99 for 15 CDs, and they'll pay the shipping, and you're not going to make any money really. But then another one will go up to bidding for $10. Sometimes they'll bid up to $20. It varies. Rarely have I gotten one that bid up crazy, like $50 or anything like that. So unless I don't know what I'm doing and I'm not doing it right, but it's kind of hit or miss. It's more volume and wanting to get rid of them. But the problem with it is it's time consuming. Do you need me to move? Okay, one sec. I gotta move my car, guys. So, If you guys want to wait a second. Get it back up there. Yeah, no problem. Ba-ba-ba. So yeah, that's my long answer. That's my long answer to CD lots. Is lots in general, whether CDs or DVDs or video games, tend to do a little better, but I usually do 7-day lots. Usually I don't really get too much bidding until the last 1 or 2 days, unless it's a really popular, grouping like kids stuff. Kids DVDs do well, and certain CD lots, but in general, it's till the very end of the auction. It's really just a way to get rid of stuff, and if you do a lot of them, if you do 50 auctions in a month, you'll make some money. You'll make more than, well, clearly, if you're just going to donate and give them away. But is it worth the time? So you have to organize them into genres, or by group, or by artist, whatever. Drill down into the genres, and then you got to take the pictures, and then you got to list them, and then just sit and wait. The good thing is they're out of your hair once they sell. So even if you only make a couple bucks, but then if you make 20 bucks or 10 bucks and do that 20, 30, 40 times a month, it adds up. For me, I think long term, I need to not do that, and I need to focus on Amazon, and then I need to hire somebody once I have an established or a larger Amazon income. Hire somebody to grow the eBay side to list for me, and try to double and triple what I have listed, because I've got like just under 500 listed. Well, there's right now I have a ton of DVD lots, so that doesn't really count, but probably like 450 or so individual CDs, DVDs. I listed a bunch of individual DVDs. Software, books. I got some books listed, not that many, a few. So they sell, they trickle in. The more you list, the more you sell, the bigger inventory is, the more you sell, period, whether it's eBay or Amazon. And from what I understand with eBay, and I guess it's similar to Amazon, if you list consistently, if your account is more active, you're more likely to get more sales. I haven't always seen that, so I don't know how true that is. I'll list a bunch of stuff, and then I won't get very many sales the next couple of days, and then they'll start trickling in. So I don't know how true that is, really. eBay is still kind of a mystery to me, to be honest. I would rather have like a warehouse space where I would do a big monthly sale of CDs and media, books, whatever, and then have, I don't know. It seems like that might be more enjoyable and might make more money that way than focusing on eBay. I'm not saying that there's not money to be made on eBay, but it seems to be better to do the higher price stuff. Otherwise, you're going to spend a lot of time and not make nearly as much money unless you really know what you're doing. Yeah. I do that all the time. I've gone weeks without listing on eBay, and I just don't see a pattern. I mean, I don't see, like, if I list a bunch, I don't see a ton more sales. If I stop listing for 2 or 3 weeks, I don't see the sales go down. It just kind of ebbs and flows. It goes up and down. Like this past weekend, I had a bunch of sales over the weekend. It was a 3-day weekend, but I probably had like 15 or so. It's the weekend, so that tends to happen. But I mean, I think I just need a really big inventory, like 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 items listed, to make, 20 sales a day kind of a thing. And I don't know. I mean, we'll see as I go forward, right? Either I have to hire somebody or I have to not do much eBay. So I got to end this video because I got to go get a haircut. I guess if you would go longer with that activity, you would really see. Yeah. Well, I'm about to go a little bit longer. I mean, I've listed a bunch of DVD, like I said, what do you call them? Lots. So we'll see how many of those sell. I just need to get rid of those. So I'm gonna go, guys, because I have a 3:30 haircut appointment. Luckily, it's literally right across the street, so it's not far. I appreciate you guys watching. I know this has mostly just been me like looking down and grabbing CDs and not talking nearly as much, but I wanted to share with you guys, all these Gaylords that I got. And I'm really gonna try really hard to these in the next 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah, it's four new ones. This is old. This is DVDs. I had 2 Gaylords of DVDs. I went through the first one, and this is the one I'm gonna hold off on for now. So it's just 4. It looks like a lot, but it's only 4. And I'm gonna get through these as fast as I can. And what I mean get through them, I mean sort. So sort the CDs, box up the ones I'm not gonna do with Amazon, either merchant fulfilled or FBA. And then list all the FBA, all the merchant fulfilled for both the boxes, and then I'll get to the 2 Gaylords of books, and those we'll see. I'll do an experiment. I'll keep track of how many I get out of each box for me, myself, and for you guys. We'll see how many I get for merchant fulfilled, how many I get for FBA, and if there's any random ones for eBay. The rest of them are unless they're really good shape and they're a book I think is great to keep for future sale. I'll keep it, but most of them will get recycled. So I'll go through those pretty quick. I'm going for 2 weeks. So today's Wednesday. So 2 weeks from now, if I'm not done with all 4 of these, then I wasn't keeping on track. Flat top. Maybe, we'll see. All right, Mike, thanks a lot. Thanks for checking in, guys. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Only if you liked it, and then subscribe if you're not subscribed, please. And